Welcome to High Oracle's Reiki Spiritual Healing Channel. And today we are talking about our full moon cleanse. And a lot of us have been wondering when I was going to come out with it. I wanted to make sure that, I was seeing the last remnants of these narcissists, move back into the shadows, move back into the darkness, because we know that they are there now in our lives. So we are having a full moon cleanse April the 1st. And it is a pink full moon cleanse. And we are going to cleanse negative energy from the people in our lives. We're going to cleanse those people who have used the entity in order to gangstalk the chosen ones, in order to run smear campaigns, and they stayed in the background, in those shadows, so that they can have deniability and say, well, I didn't know that that person was like that, or I didn't know that they were doing this. Okay, so we're making sure that we're cleansing those people out of our system, out of our lives, who absolutely understood that, we have people in our lives, that were raised a certain way with some of our family members, and they know that this person either had a mental challenge, or this person was, done very negatively, and they did not come to check up on them or their children that they had, so that they can have deniability, so that they can say that they didn't know what was going on, but they are continuing to hold those persons up in the wrong and say, oh, that's still your mother, that's still your father. And so we want to make sure that we are, cleansing those people out, because they are the ones who have allowed, these people to move forward in our lives, to be negative in our lives. They are the ones who have sent out, in many cases, the negative energy. And we want to make sure that these people are exposed for what they have been doing. So I am pulling up for April, and this is what I wanted to give you. So it is a pink full moon cleanse that we are doing, and the moon will not be pink, but it will, appear very clear and vivid to us. So we want to make sure April the 1st that we're cleansing this negative energy, and it is going to occur at 10:12 Eastern Standard Time, 10:12 p.m. April the 1st. So, we want to be able to use this type of cleanse. We're going to use this cleanse all month that I'm going to give you, so that these people are exposed for trying to drive you crazy, for trying to put you on medication, for trying to, bring you into a negative environment, trying to, make you like your parents, trying to make you evil, trying to turn you evil, trying to take your inheritance. These people are exposed when we do this type of full moon cleanse. Any kind of negative energy that these people are going to send is going to be returned to them. It's going to cleanse any, spiritual residue that may have been left over, what those spiritual narcissists are trying to attack. So the first thing that I'm going to give you is the black mustard seeds. We're going to use the black mustard seeds, and this is, if you can't get to the black mustard seeds, you can use, the brown ones, or you can use the yellow ones. So we have this type of cleanse that we can use internally. We can make a black mustard seed tea, or a brown mustard seed tea. And you want to drink that for any kind of negative energy that these malevolent forces, these types of narcissists, these spiritual narcissists have tried to attack internally for you, to cleanse out negative energy. You want to drink this. If you're going to drink this the entire month, you want to, drink this in the day and in the night. If you're going to do it for a week, you want to do this in the day and in the night. You can also use this as a sprinkle for your front door and your back door around your house for any kind of negative energy that may be coming from neighbors or unwanted guests. Okay? You want to make sure that all your entrances are covered when you're using the black mustard seeds. You can also use this as a tea bath in order to remove negative energy off of the body. It will remove negative energy that has been attached to your skin. So none of those negative entities that they've tried to use as portals in order to siphon your finances, in order to siphon your health. Those people who like to touch people, those people who like to hug people, they're going to get that negative energy back if their intentions was to, be a false person and give you, false hugs, trying to touch you to attach negative energy to you. Okay, so that's the first thing that we're going to do. And to clear the home, the inside of the space of the home, you want to use your frankincense and myrrh. You're going to clear those types of entities that are, those flies and anything that is trying to spy on you, any kind of negative energy. I've been seeing and hearing a lot of different birds, some crows and things of that nature. So we want to make sure that any of those flies or any of those animals that are trying to monitor you in order to take back information to the entity, in order to take back the information to their leaders to be rewarded by the entity, then you want to make sure that you're using this incense, the frankincense and myrrh, in order to remove the negative energy. Okay? So there are different types of rituals that we're doing and we're carrying out. Any kind of oils, you can use that. You can use the frankincense and myrrh oil. You can use the resin in order to burn that, so that negative entities in and around your home, inside you, it is going to act as a double action to remove those attacks so that they are returned to sender. For those of you who want something more aggressive, then you can reach out to me for the month and I will make sure that I acclimate that for you. So we are working on this full moon cleanse, this pink full moon cleanse, since we have already, cleansed our heart with different rituals for our past moon cleanse. We're going to work on moving those negative entities that are unseen, that are, trying to run smear campaigns on us. Those entities that are trying to, send negative energy to our mental health with the evil eye, with attacks with those types of spirits again. And we want to make sure that we are directing our energy towards all of those people who are trying to run these types of attacks up on us, that will readily tell lies in society, that are attacking our people in this administration. You want to make sure that you are calling their name and making sure that they understand that, we do not want to attack other countries. We do not want their attack upon our people. It is going to be returned to sender, and this is how we are able to send those higher spirits that the entity has sent to us. Those higher spirits that our family members have sent to us. We are able to return to sender and cleanse that negative energy out of our lives and shut the door on that negative energy as we move forward into, our spiritual blessings, our spiritual knowledge, our spiritual understanding, all of our gifts, are exalted at this point because we have, been able to defeat a lot of witches and warlocks in this realm. In this realm, they are defeated and they cannot re-enter your life. And we want to reclaim our energy, our financial energy. We want to reclaim our health, our mental energy, and we want these people exposed, and we want them banished from our lives forever and a day and for good. So I hope that you received this message. Please like, share, and subscribe to me. You can book your one-on-one life coaching session or your video chat session. Please make sure that you're booking your consultations so that I can acclimate a gift to your situation. Like, share, and subscribe. Donate to my channel. I'm High Oracle, Reiki spiritual healer. Assalamu alaikum.